This is Rochas TV.
You all know why we're here. We're here for you to defend your budget and give us an account of what we have done in 2019 and why you need more money for 2020. And the last time we met here, we all reviewed activities of the Department of Culture and Tourism in Nigeria. And we all agree that if Nigeria will make any headway and be able to meet its challenges, then we must all think for an alternative of source of revenue for this nation. And we have all agreed that tourism is the way to go. And culture is the mirror with which the whole world views us. Your image depends on your culture, and tourism must guide you on how to make ends meet for a nation. Most countries in the world depend on tourism for their well-being. But tourism in Nigeria is highly neglected and contributes literally nothing to our nation's purse. We have made a national anthem out of this for many years, saying that tourism is the way to go, but no action being made practical to make it a reality. We're just quite new. We're quite new. This is the first time we're coming to such a committee. We're barely 5 months old. And this budget we're about to present have all taken place before our arrival. Next year budget, we'll start early to see what difference we can make, especially if we really believe that tourism is the way to go, and if tourism will help in the diversification of our economy, which we have all agreed we must do. So it's a must do, because it's obvious that oil can no longer meet our need, our yearnings for the development of our nation. We have made comparisons with countries like UAE and China, Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, and many countries. And we saw how they're doing well with their tourism. And we have more natural tourism than most places in the world. So it's a must-do, gentlemen. We must start it now and make sure we'll hand over to subsequent generations something worthy to be remembered. If we continue this way, I do not see light at the dark end of the tunnel. You agree with me that the budget of this year it will be worse than the one of last year. The one of last year is worse than the one of previous year, and the one of previous year is not better than the one of. So we're dwindling, and when we talk about giving somebody 50 or 100, 1 billion naira, we think we're going to pay 1 billion naira. In actual sense, if you look at the exchange rate 20 years ago, you know how much we're getting now. So I don't say we're doing well in tourism. It's something that we must give attention. And next year we shall beckon on federal government to look seriously into the budget provision for Department of Tourism, because it is very, very key. Good soup, na money maker. If we go and put 100 million, 200 million in tourism, at best, I think we're just indicating our seriousness about the whole thing. So if we want to make tourism a means of livelihood for Nigerians and to create jobs and create revenue, then we must fund it. We must make it a business. And for those of you who are the drivers of this sector of our economy, must also sit up and do your utmost best. Some of you look like you are demoralized already. Some of you try to portray the image of hopelessness because of the post you have. So some of you are coming here for mere academic exercise to fulfill all righteousness. But that's not good for us. We should begin to think outside the box. I've engaged your minister one-on-one. There's no, why we blame or request federal government to do something. We also have responsibilities ourselves. There's nothing as good as starting. If you have 1 naira, start somehow. Start. I had challenged your minister when he mentioned all the difficulties he's been facing, and I quite agree with him. How would you have tourism where insecurity is thriving day by day, or infrastructure is not there, and no funding? So, but I challenge him to say, listen, what rules the world is ideas, not money. So, first of all, the ideas must be right. The vision must be right. And I challenge all of you to provide the right vision, especially the executive arm of government, to start driving and encouraging tourism in this country. My Bible tells me that where there's no vision, the people perish. It didn't say where there's no money. So money is inconsequential when it comes to ideas. So one of the things I challenge you, the Honorable Minister, is to say, listen, okay, we don't have money. Let's do this something. Let's think outside the box. I said, right now, our music industry is becoming the best in the world. Could we set up a day in 2020, collectively by all the Department of Tourism, and start showcasing what we have, first to the world? I will have Meet Mr. President program by all the artists, all the musicians, all the likes of Wizkid, Davido, and all these boys that pull millions of crowd followership in social media all over Africa and all over the world. I said they have one big show in Nigeria. I will start advertising it. I will say, okay, listen, let's get it done. As I'm talking to you now, no money is involved. It's only a letter from the Honorable Minister of Information and Department to say, listen, we're inviting you for an award or for a handshake with Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And we dress our Mr. President in jeans that day with black goggles, looking cute. And he goes to the stadium, and all these boys are here. Do you know how many people will come from Ghana? Do you know how many people will come from South Africa or Kenya or Mali to witness this event? We'll have nothing less than 100,000 people wanting to see their fan perform live and make it look competitive. What happens then? Each of these people will come with at least $5,000. When they come to Nigeria, they will buy biscuits, they will buy the charge card, they'll stay in a hotel, they'll take transportation. Then we have brought into our country millions of dollars. I said, that is the way to start. So when the money comes, we can appeal to the federal government. Whatever is realized from that, allow us to use it back in the tourism department. Use what you have. And if you do it in Abuja, those people will not care whether there's any insecurity or not. They will come. After all, in America, there's cycle killing. Everywhere in the world now, there's insecurity. There's no safe place. So we can start. Let's not discourage ourselves, but we can make money. So I challenge you, directors now, directly to you. To be a director is ability to direct affairs that can bring money, not ability to direct affairs that will consume money. Taoko, I've engaged him too, and all these people. So all you need is a small encouragement. Some of them is just a mere letter or something to let you do that. So we have this program. We have all agreed. It doesn't require budget. Let's use it to try ourselves by using what we have. The next one is to showcase our movie stars. It's another thing that people want to see. That's what we have already. We don't have the waterfalls. We don't have this. But let's start from what we have. And we talked about the royal colors of traditional rulers as a program too. So we can start with some few programs until such money is coming. Well, the essence of my brief is to tell you that I understand your pains and the challenges of lack of money in this budget. We'll do our best next year to see what we can do because it's quite late. We're giving only 5% up or down. So for me, it is a very tight budget. So once more, you are most welcome, and I pray God Almighty to guide all of us and bless all of us and show us the way through to this our challenging time. God bless all of you.
This is Rochas TV.